happening? What's happening? What's happening? How we doing today, folks? This your boy K Styles coming through with a video. Unfortunately, this is what we're gonna call the calm down after the letdown. Atlanta Falcons were defeated by the Dallas Cowboys 40-39 on a last second field goal, which in my personal opinion should have never got that far. But we're going to talk about why and what were my pros and cons of the game and what to expect for this upcoming game. Now, my pros would definitely be the balanced play calling, a mix of the pass and run, which allowed Ty Gurley to get his carries. I know a lot of fans were disappointed in him for this game because he didn't get the necessary yardage that they thought he was going to get. But personally, I feel like by him getting the touches that he got, it took the pressure off of Matt Ryan and it kept the pass rush off of him because he pretty much had a clean game as far as getting hit and sacked. I think he only got sacked once. So I give kudos to the play calling. My second pro for this game was the aggressive nature of the defense, particularly in the first half, where you saw a lot of blitzing, saw a lot of zone blitzes, you saw a lot of attacking the line of scrimmage, frustrating Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott. Because Ezekiel Elliott looked like he was praying to the gods. He was looking at the star in the middle of the field. Then he looked up into the stars hoping for a prayer. Because he fumbled a couple times. Dak got fumbled once. And like I said, that gives credit to Foye Oluokun for punching that ball out. He looked like a heavyweight boxer knocking that ball out them hands. He went to the Peanut Tillman school of punching balls out of people's hands. So we recovered 3 of the 4 forced fumbles that happened in the first quarter. And that was, like I said, those are definitely the pros that I saw. And I give another pro to Calvin Ridley. He is now making a name for himself. He's already been making a name for himself, but now he's getting more of the media attention that he deserves as far as moving up into that echelon of top receivers. He did it again with 2 touchdowns. What can I say? He's the man right now. Now, for every pros that we have, there's going to be a few cons that's going to be part of the game as well. My first con was the second half conservative play calling, especially on defense. While in the first half, we moving Dak off his spot, attacking the line of scrimmage, that second half, it just looked like that they were just playing relaxed. And it pretty much devastated the momentum of the game. Now, the Falcons was going toe-to-toe with their offense, but at that time, Dallas had enough momentum to where they could keep up and go toe-to-toe when they were out and about that first quarter. Now, that momentum, I feel like where the momentum swing first hit was the touch, which happened in the second quarter, which I would say that's the touchdown that Ezekiel Elliott ran DeMonte KZ over and made him slide about 3 feet like he was in some snow. Now, Falcons still had command of the game, but at that point, you knew Dallas was building momentum. They was ready to fight. They was ready to get it. And that was like my main con of that game. The second con that I saw was while Dallas was touchdown. Falcons was matching them touchdown, but there were certain possessions, especially in that second quarter, where in second and third quarter, where the Falcons were getting great field position in Dallas territory outside turnover because of turnovers, either it's fumbles or boneheaded fake punts that put Falcons in a good position to score touchdowns, but instead kick field goals. Now, with the defense that we have now, being one of ranked near the bottom, pretty much damn near the bottom of the league, this offense cannot afford to kick field goals right now. They have to score touchdowns. If they don't score touchdowns and kick field goals, you keep the other team in the game and they get the momentum. And that's where I kind of saw it kind of helped build them up a little bit more too. And that in my last con of that game, we all know that the infamous onside kick from hell, the one that has put the Atlanta Falcons franchise basically in a pit of misery as far as the media comes, because we have been the laughing stock, the jokes been going on this week. You got Stephen A. Smith talking about he done threw the Falcons jersey in the garbage. You got folks like Shannon Sharp saying I don't want nobody to know that I live in Atlanta. You got folks like Charlamagne the God talking trash. And you got all these publications, especially here in Atlanta, and all those just calling Falcons a joke. Stupid. Pretty much making it seem like pretty much calling us the worst football team in the NFL. And like I said, that right there should be a motivating factor for this team to lift their nuts and play the right way. Now, the brotherhood is getting tested as we speak now, which now will lead me to what I think, my predictions and what I think about what this upcoming game will be against Chicago, where I feel like everything that went right in that first quarter against Dallas, the Falcons need to do this in this game for 60 minutes. Balanced offensive attack. Take a couple shots if you need to. Defense, play aggressive, blitz, whatever. Mitchell Trubisky is a middle of the pack to bottom tier quarterback. You have to get him off his spot. We don't need him out here looking like Joe Montana. And I feel like if we are able to accomplish that for 60 minutes, it will lead to a 24-13 Falcons victory. Now, as we've seen, them getting off to big leads. Now, if they get off to a big lead or they're in a situation where they're playing a lot more conservative, it's going to be a long day for the Falcons. But that is not what I'm hoping for. I hope for the latter, because I know that these guys' pride is on the line, their manhoods is on the line, and they have to perform. And hopefully Sunday we can come back here and celebrate a Falcons victory, because being 0-2 in the NFC conference, that's not a good start, especially if you're trying to make a playoff run later in the future. future of the season. And that's going to be my take for tonight. You can catch me on Atlanta Falcons Nation here on YouTube, where we have a couple shows that y'all might want to check out as well. You can check out ATL in Sports Zone with my boy Big Low, LT, Terror Artist 404. On Wednesdays, you can check out Lush Exchange with Maggie T and Nikki V. Also on Wednesdays, that's a back-to-back show. And you can check me out with Mad Mike and Drew Talk Sports on Friday with Atlanta Heavy Hitters Falcon Friday. And hopefully you will come through, support all these people. We trying to do our thing out here. And hopefully let's go ahead and get that dub. Alright. Deuce.